Hello everyone, it's Victor Isibo Reviews once again. If you're a first timer here, make sure to hit the red subscribe button below, and if you're a returnee, it's always good to have you here. Today we want to talk about the greatest asset that a rich man has and that a poor man does not have. If I were to put that question to you, I know you'll be mentioning their physical belongings, their houses, their companies. That's not the difference between a rich man and a poor man. The major difference between a rich man and a poor man is their minds. Okay. Henry Ford was one of the richest men in the world, and someone asked him, Mr. Ford, if I took away all you had now, all your belongings, all your assets, what would happen? He said, no problem, I would make them back in 5 years. The man was so confident. That means that what made him wealthy cannot be taken away from him. Okay, I tell you, he has so much trained his mind to the extent that he can recreate his life several times. Now, you can make excuses to make you sleep well at night, excuses that give you peace of mind, excuses that you know are lies, but they are just mere consolations to make you feel better about your situation. If I ask you, if you're poor and I asked you, why are you poor? Very fast, you blame your government, you blame your president, you blame the harsh economic condition of your country. You will blame your parents. You blame them for not being rich. You blame them for not giving you a platform that will get you on the fast lane to wealth, but in form of an inheritance. You blame your uncle in the village because the man has a funny looking face. You're already assuming the man is a wizard and the man is disturbing your life with voodoo. You blame everybody but yourself. But the truth of the matter is that your greatest asset that will set you on the path to great wealth is your mind, and you need to invest in it. Okay? Now, reading is a dying art. People don't read books anymore. In the early 90s, people used to read a lot of books, but with the advent of social media, people prefer to go online, liking pictures, monitoring their exes, checking their friends' progress and comparing it to theirs. They have less and less time to read books. If I asked you, when was the last time you read a book? I'm sure it was when you were a child, when you were in your primary school. That was the last time you read a book. But you see, successful people read a lot of books. Abraham Lincoln, in his youth, used to read aloud. Probably you couldn't sleep in the same room as him. He would wake you up with his loud reading. Okay? Ben Carson, the American neurosurgeon who separated Siamese twins connected by brains, he read several books before he was able to carry out that operation. Okay? Now, I was reading former American President Bill Clinton's autobiography, and he said in a certain 2 years, he read 300 books. That's amazing. When such a man is speaking now, he's not speaking based on what he knows alone. He's tapping from other people's knowledge combined to speak. He's informed. He is aware. If I do 100% in-depth research about a business, I do all the analytics, I stand a better chance in performing and delivering in that business more than you. Okay? Now, see, guys, someone somewhere is going to say, oh, illiterates make money too. Plenty rich people are illiterates. What do you mean by illiteracy? You think that literacy is only learned in the classrooms? You can become literate in a business by learning the business. And the people you think are illiterate, they can take stock of their entire shop or supermarket in less than an hour from their brains without pressing calculators. Don't tell me that illiterates are making money. You want to talk about those guys that sell spare parts. Those guys are financially intelligent. They know money. They dream money. They see money. And they smell money from several kilometers away. They know their business. They know their onions. You cannot be financially illiterate and start up a business, scale it up, and become successful at it. It is impossible. It is totally impossible. So the greatest asset of a rich man is his mind. Dan Locke, a very popular motivational speaker, said that in 2018, he spent $500,000 investing in himself, learning and acquiring knowledge. I know you don't have that money, neither do I, and I'm not saying you should spend all that money in acquiring knowledge. We are in an internet age. We are a very fortunate generation. There are several audio and PDF books free of charge on the internet that you can download and read. Okay, now you can spend your time on social media. There is no problem. Why don't you dedicate at least 2 hours a day towards strengthening your mind? Your car needs fuel to move. Your mind needs books to strengthen them. Like they say, there's a local saying or slang that what you don't know is more than you. It's the truth. If we are to discuss an issue, the more knowledgeable person knows more things than you. Now, the good thing about reading books is that you cannot experience it all in your life. Now, we know that experience is the best teacher, but you cannot experience it all in your life. So if I wrote a book talking about my experience over a certain issue, you don't have to experience it anymore. You have read my book. You have learned the lesson without personally experiencing it. That way, when such a situation is begin to shape up and you see the signs coming, you remember my experience and you make sure you don't do what I did. Okay? And you make sure you do what I failed to do, to remedy the situation. So when you read books, it broadens your horizon. It opens your mind to new opportunities. It tells you how to go about things. And when people see you doing so well in your chosen line of business, they will say, this guy is experienced. Yes, it's experienced, but he did not experience it personally. He learned from other people's mistakes and he was able to incorporate it into his own life. Now, let's take time out. Let's not lie to ourselves. Okay? We can go out there and say the government is the reason I'm not doing well. I can go out there and say it. I can go out there and say my dad was not rich enough. That's why I'm not rich. I can go out there and say my aunt is a witch. I can go out there and say my village people are after me. That would save my face. That would make me have momentary, temporary relief. That will give me brief consolation. But in your private and quiet time, you know you're lying. You know there are people from that same village of yours who started a business, scaled it up and made money. You know there are same people that are ruled by that same government you're complaining about who managed to break boundaries and made money. Okay? There are children of poor people who made money legitimately. You might want to console yourself, he's a ritualist. He killed somebody to make money. But you know that you're just consoling yourself. The greatest lie is the lie to self. Do not lie to yourself. Know the truth. Fold your sleeves, roll up your sleeves and get to work. Warren Buffett said the best investment is self-investment. Self-investment yields the highest returns. The difference between the rich man and the poor man, the greatest difference is in their minds. Okay, I tell you, Dangote would be able to recreate all he has today. If you took it all away from him, it's just a matter of time. He's still the same person. He can recreate it. It's the way he thinks. It's his mannerism. Okay, rich people plan for generations. Poor people plan for the weekend. They are making money. They are planning. They already have the clubhouse that they are going to go and spend the money. Poor people have friends whom they can drink with, but they do not have one friend who they can talk and execute a business plan with. How can you be rich when you do not know the basic principles of money? Where are you going to get these principles of money? It's from watching videos like this. It's from reading books. Okay? There are so many people who are on YouTube watching movies. You're here on this channel trying to learn something new about wealth creation. That's a good step. But you can take it extra by downloading books on your phone audiobooks, PDF books. These books will make you broaden your horizon. It will edify you, your self-edification. See, learning is a continuous curve. The day you stop learning, that's the day you die. Now, remember, for you to earn money, you must first of all learn. It's after learning, then the L will now become silent. What's left when you remove L from learning? You will now start earning. Okay, I believe I've been able to provoke your spirit towards reading. Pick up a book now and read. You can download books from several sources on the internet. All you need to do is just Google them. Okay, so now let me read what you feel about this video in the comment section below. Tell me the book, the most important book that has impacted on your life positively. Let me see it in the comment section below. Then we can interact and I'll suggest some books to you that you can read that will edify you as well. Till I see you again on this, our beautiful channel. It's bye for now.